There seems to be two distinct schools of thought in regards to the Sasquatch phenomenon. One school believes Sasquatch is a mystical, magical creature that teleports, cloaks, and even rides around on flying saucers with aliens. This is the woo. The other school believes Sasquatch is simply a highly intelligent primate that has managed to stay hidden from most of mankind throughout history. I'll refer to them as Apers. Let's compare woo versus Apers. Woo says Sasquatch is a magical creature, unrecognized by contemporary science. Apers say Sasquatch is a primate, also unrecognized by contemporary science. Woo says Sasquatch teleports to get around. Apers say Sasquatch is simply quick on its feet. Woo says Sasquatch moves in and out of the third dimension by use of portals. Apers say Sasquatch falls back from humans in an attempt to stay unnoticed. Woo believes Sasquatch can cloak, being partially or completely invisible. Apers believe Sasquatch is a master of camouflage, using cover and concealment. Woo believes Sasquatch mind speaks, and other forms of telepathy. Apers speculate that Sasquatch uses infrasound to stun or affect his prey, and humans. Sasquatch can manipulate and defeat our electronics. This is known as zapping. And lastly, Sasquatch is an alien, or colludes with aliens. The last two are a bit of a stretch, and I struggle to find a box to put them in. However, some Apers and Woo believe the zapping phenomenon is real. This is not a complete list, but it will serve to make my point, which is this. It would seem that both schools observe the same phenomenon, but have radically different ways of viewing and interpreting the same reality. Humans have done this in regards to society, religion, and politics since there were humans. Human behavior is complex, but one thing I observed is that when it comes to disputes, the truth is somewhere in between. Being an analytical thinker, I tend to fall on the Aper side of the fence, but I also observed that the world is stranger than we know. I don't consider myself firmly in one camp or the other. Quite simply, we don't have all the facts, and I tend to shut out anyone that says they know the real truth. Arthur C. Clarke stated that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Can it also be said that an extreme skill, talent, or ability is also indistinguishable from magic? Which brings me to my theory. What if both sides are right? But not in a way they themselves even believe. Let me use science fiction to demonstrate an example. If you are a crypto-paranormal Trekkie like me, you may remember the episode called Wink of an Eye, aptly named. In this episode, the crew of the Enterprise respond to a distress call and beam down to the planet. After losing a red shirt, and realizing the people that sent the distress call aren't there, they return to the ship. Kirk and some crew members are annoyed by an insect buzzing sound, and they assume they may have brought back some kind of a bug with them. Pretty close to the truth. They beam back with an alien race that live on a hyperdimension, unnoticed by the crew due to their limited cognitive skill. The crew soon realizes the ship has been hijacked by this unseen force. After being slipped a Mickey in the captain's coffee of contaminated water from the planet by the hot alien chick, Kirk is whisked into the hyperreality occupied by these aliens. In this hyperreality, the aliens move freely through the ship, undetected and unseen, whereas the crew are in slow motion from the aliens' perspective and easily dealt with. The rest of the story is just what you would expect. Kirk does what Kirk does, Spock does what Spock does. The aliens are defeated, and the ship soon regains normal status. I believe pop culture tries to tell us things, if we're listening. What got me thinking along these lines was I was reviewing one of my earlier Safari videos, The Magic Bus. I heard what sounded like EVPs, better known as electronic voice phenomenon. EVP is usually associated with ghost hunts, and having done a few of those in the past, I recognize the sound quality. However, these voices were sped up, but slowing them down helped to make them understandable. Here's a few examples. This did not grow here, and it's been placed there. It's been placed there. It's been placed there. Hear that? I spent a bit of time trying to decipher some of them. Others seemed quite clear. I have since heard EVPs in many of the other researchers' videos. Colorado Bigfoot, Jonathan Odom, and Colorado Candy, who sadly abandoned her channel, just to name a few. Mark from Colorado Bigfoot told me that while in the forest, he heard a voice as if it was right at his side, but saw nothing. He also experienced an unusual smell that caught him off guard while at work. It only lasted a few seconds and was gone. I know it seems like a long video to try to convey a theory, but the point is this. Is it possible that Sasquatch is a three-dimensional being, same as ourselves, but existing in a hyper-reality where, as humans, we are in slow motion to them? We would only see them if they stopped to smell the roses, so to speak. This would account for many, if not most, of the oddities associated with Sasquatch. Things like amazing speed, extreme ability to hide, mind speak, or rather whispering and speaking in one's ear, but still unseen. It may even account for Sasquatch and flying saucers, but that's a whole separate video. No, I haven't jumped on the psychic pony woo train, as Michael Merchant describes it. I love you, man. But I do tend to look for boxes for everything. I provided a link below to view the channels of Mark Abell's Colorado Bigfoot, Jonathan Odom's Alabama Paranormal and Bigfoot, and Michael Merchant's SnowWalkerPrime. Thanks for watching, and please comment.